Hey dudes, this is a battle against Star Wars fan 989 from YouTube. Righto, I start off with a taunt on his Mario, and yeah, that's balls for him because he's got to switch out. So he goes into his Sif tree. I'm guessing probably Dark Pulse, and I was right, it was going to be Dark Pulse, so that was pretty good prediction there. So I knew I'd take that after a Calm Mind, and it's also Life Orb, which is good. So no Focus Sash problem, and Signal Beam is going to take that out with a nice big bang. So down goes Shiftry, and that's one for me. So he goes in to his Tauros, epic name there. I've got to go out because Payback's going to do shitloads, but he predicts that and Pursuit, so good move on his part there. I really wasn't expecting that. So I go into Zangoose, and he goes into Dr. Rock. I get a Sword Dance on the Switch, which was nice. I thought it was one of those, Choice Scarfed Water Spout ones, and that would have like raped me. So yeah, I switched out, but actually it wasn't. So it's just going to keep surfing, which I don't know. I don't really know what it is at the moment. So I'm a bit confused at the moment. So I go into Wigglytuffs, and yeah, epic name. He goes back into his Tauros. I'm just gonna Seismic Toss because that's what Wigglytuff does best. And yeah, we've both got leftovers, so it seems to be a bulky Tauros as well. He goes for Earthquake. I know I can take this pretty well because I've invested like quite a few EVs in defense. So yeah, I go for another Seismic Toss, and yeah, I should be able to. I've calculated about 3 more that I can KO this thing with. And I was like, yeah, I can do this. And he's like, oh shit, he does Outrage. And I'm like, crap. And I didn't know that was coming. But I take it pretty well. And I get the Infatuation Charm going too. So yeah, my Invasion's like pimping out his bull. So that's awesome. Right, so I get the Love Hacks. I like that, Love Hacks. And I get another Seismic Toss off, and also the wish comes true, which is good, and I get all my HPs back. He's going to stay in, I think, and go for a Stone Edge to try and crit my ass. And I was like, please don't crit, and it doesn't, which is good, because that move just, the critical hit ratio is unbelievable with that move. So I've got a feeling he might actually switch out here, which he does, and he goes into his his Kasala. I get the wish off because, just for the lols. And so yeah, I go for a Seismic Toss because I'm faster for some reason, and he goes for Ingrain. I'm like, oh, I don't even know what's going on here because I've never seen a Kasala before. So this was a little new for me. Of course, another epic nickname. So I go for yet another Seismic Toss, and he goes for a Calm Mind. I'm like, it was a bit surprised that it didn't have like leftovers or something. I wasn't really sure what its item would be, so I go for yet another Seismic Toss, and of course it has Recover. It was like wishful thinking that I could knock that out. But anyway, he gets the Ingrain as well, and at least I know I can't switch out. So I go into my Zangoose again, and he goes for a Surf, and I was like, shit, I thought he'd Calm Mind again, so that was balls. And I can see it's got a Life Orb, so it's using its Ingrain to recover its Life Orb damage, which is quite clever. So I go into Tane, and I get off a Howl, and he gets off his Calm Mind. I've also got the Quick Feed ability, so it's equipped with a Toxic Orb, so my speed will be doubled when it's yeah, you know the drill. Anyway, I go for a Thunder Fang, and that nearly takes it out. He went for another Calm Mind, over-predicting my Howl, so that was a good move on my part. And yeah, this Corsola would have been very difficult to kill if he has recovered it. So the Corsola goes down, and I'm like, yes, epic. He goes into his Dr. Rock again. I'm thinking it might be Scarfed or something. I don't even know what this is. It's like freaking me out, but it's bulky. It's weird because it takes that like a champ. And he's a Surf, and I was surprised it didn't do actually that much. And he withdraws again and goes into his Mario, which I thought he might do. So I get the Thunder Fang off, and I get a nice little crit there, which is cool because knows that that fucker is like bulky as in defense. I know. I'm pretty sure it's max defense. So I go into Invasion again, and Seismic Toss for the win. I'm not really sure what moves it's got. I was expecting it to go boom, actually, but it didn't. It used, Earth Power, so I think it's one of those leading sets of, like, rocks, stealth rocks, etc. So I go for a Seismic Toss again. He goes for a Thunder Wave, which, doesn't really phase me that much because, Wigglytuff isn't the most speediest of Pokemons. He goes for a Power Gem. That's not going to do that much, I don't think, which it doesn't really, but I get the Parahax, which is Bulls, and that sucks. So he's probably going to go for another Power Gem again, which he does. Look at that shit. It looks exactly the same as Mario, except I can't remember if Mario has a beard, but I don't know. Anyways, just randomly talk about nothing, and so Invasion takes it out, and he goes into a Chatot like shit. He gets a nasty plot off. I go for the Seismic Toss because I don't really have any other moves than Seismic Toss on this because, Anyways, I can only do 100 HP damage to this, so he's going to go for another nasty plot. And like, holy crap, I hope he doesn't have any priority moves because I don't really know Chatot's move pool all that well. It's a bit foggy for me. And I get Parahax, and he goes for yet a third nasty plot. I'm like, there's no way any of my Pokemon can take this. So I don't really want to switch because it's going to be like fodder, anything that comes in. So I stay in and just see what he does. And he goes for a Chatter, which is it's just its move it always does. It's known for. So I go into Ducks. I'm like, fuck yeah, a duck versus a bird. It's on like Donkey Kong. So I get the Sash. I hang on by my Sash. He gets a Life Orb. I go for the Swords Dance. You can probably guess I was going to say for the quick attack here, but yeah, that was awesome. So he's got his Bull left, and he gets the Intimidate off. Even though it's bulky, I'm pretty sure I can take it out, which I do. And he's only got his Dr. Octonopus or whatever you call it left, and Ducks sweep for the win. So good game, dude. That was a lot of fun. And comment, rate, and subscribe. Catch you guys next time.